Good Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome to our village gathering. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. I had so much fun at the library yesterday teaching a free class, but it meant I couldn't be here, so I missed you. So what we do on Sunday mornings is the Tarot Topics newsletter recap, where Tarot Topics comes into your inbox every Wednesday. There's a link in the description to read it online and to subscribe. And then we come on Sunday, we talk about the newsletter, and we do readings on the newsletter topic. Given that I wasn't here yesterday for your Saturday Psychic Sampler, please feel free to ask anything at all. I'll be happy to do your readings on anything today. But the topic is a light in the darkness. And here's what it's about. One of the things I notice at this time of year, we celebrate so many different holidays. There are many, many different spiritual holidays associated with the winter solstice or around the time of the winter solstice. And whether we're talking about Christmas or Yule or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Saturnalia or any other of the many holidays, they all seem to have this one theme in common. And the theme is light, to bring light to a darkened world. So that's the theme I'm playing with. And I'm happy to do readings about bringing light to your life and where your darkness is and where your light is or whatever. But honestly, you can ask anything at all today. So let's get going. You can see that I am working with one of my favorite decks. This is Shira Marchetti deck, Legacy. Legacy Divine, is that what it's called? I'm getting old, but here I am. Yeah, Hanukkah starts soon. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get going. Legacy of the Divine. That is the name of this deck. Divine Legacy? No, not quite right. Legacy of the Divine. All right, we are going to start with TJ and GA. So good to see you here today. I've been feeling a subtle need for more light, something energizing and new in my life. What might this be? You know, TJ, it feels like a journey, not a destination. It feels like something you will find by doing the following three things. Number one, be open to meditation and do not attach to things that are not serving you. Number two, live your life in an expeditionary fashion. What does that mean? Be really open to adventure and exploration. Learn as you go and be open to what is new. And number three, think about the things that must be steadfast in your life, the things that are unwavering and unshakable, and lean into those. All right. Here we go. Hey, Vicky, thanks for liking the stream. Let me know if you have a question. RSDSS over on Twitch. I have a tarot question, sure. What do you do when you feel like a reader's readings aren't resonating with you? Like they're telling you the opposite of what you want to hear. Does it mean you should change readers? Well, that really depends. Like if they're telling, I would say, if you're saying they're not answering your questions and not addressing your questions, absolutely switch readers, yes. Or let me say they're not addressing your questions without giving you good reason. You know, I can't answer this, but we can talk about it this way. That's acceptable. I feel like if you don't like the answers to questions, like you ask the question, they give an answer, and you don't like that answer, I think you have to look at what's going on here. Do you not like the answer because it's not the answer you wanted to hear? in which case it may be the truth. Like sometimes we need to hear a hard truth. If you don't like the answer because it's utterly ridiculous, then yes, go find a new reader. Does that make sense? Let me know. And good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have a question for a reading. Over on Instagram, Shabanaz. Ayesha, good to see you. Thanks for being here. How will 2026 be like for love life and career? So I think that both of these areas of life will need significant attention from you, and how they will be in 2026 will have a lot to do with how you address them. When it comes to love life, I think there are some either heartaches or pains or problems from the past that you've not yet healed from. And I think you need to heal from them. I think you need to heal from them in order to open up to something new. With career, I wonder if you are not believing in yourself as much as you should, or I wonder if you're being really, well, I guess this is another way of saying this, you might be being really hard on yourself. And if that's the case, you may not move forward the way you want. So there may need to be some internal adjustments in both of these aspects of life to make sure that in 2026, you have what you want. RSDSS, thank you. Yep, sometimes what you don't want to hear is what you got to hear. Yeah, sometimes. And we have to kind of discern, is this a case of that or is it not, right? And sometimes that takes a minute too. Oh my goodness, Vicky Santel over on Facebook. It's so good to see you, but it's not good to read your comment. I am so sorry. I had a serious accident. I am so sorry. And would like to know what's behind it for me to learn. Okay, smart question. Sending you lots and lots of healing, whatever kind of healing you need as you recover from this. What is behind it for you to learn? I mean, I am not believing that this was visited upon you for you to learn something. I feel like accidents sometimes happen. Sometimes there is sort of a spiritual message, and sometimes, I mean, we call them accidents not on purposes. But your point is good, because anything that happens, we can learn something from it. But the thing to learn here is, as much as possible, simply to put the pieces together and go forward, to not let it shake you too much, to do what you have to do to heal, but to not let it steal more from you than it's going to. The lesson is really about preservation of yourself. The lesson is about gratitude. If you survived a serious accident, clearly you're here for a reason. So there's, gratitude for being here. But I don't think that there's any lesson like, don't do this, or you shouldn't do this, or you should do more of this. I don't think there's anything like that. I think it's just, you can't let this take you down. And okay, you tried to get me, but you didn't. So I'm still here. That's how I see it. And again, sending you so much love. Okay. Let's see. Let me just scroll on back here. Make sure I'm not missing anyone, or at least trying not to. Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and a moderator. What does Spirit want me to know? Smile Soul 20. There is a lot here about what to trust and what not to trust, where to put your faith, whether that is in a spiritual sense, in an individual sense, in a sense of what's bringing you hope. This is about really looking at what is trustworthy in your life, what do you know for sure? And what can you add to that? Like, what can you add to that list of these are the things I know for sure? What can you add to that? What are you sure of? That's really the exercise you're being prompted to do right now. And I think it'll be helpful. Vicki, you are more than welcome. And I'm so glad you are here. All right. Divya and Shamrisha, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I've taken help from Publication House for my research paper publication. So is it beneficial? Are they genuine to help me in my publication? Please guide me on this. Okay. Do we think that they are genuine? I think this is a thing that they do. I think there is a genuine aspect to what they do, and probably also a scammy aspect to what they do, because that's the publishing world wherever you go. But yeah, I think this is okay. I think it is pretty much what you think it is, and I think it will be helpful. Over on Instagram, Panini Kalua, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's going on? Why so many negative energies from people lately? So let's see. Honestly, give me a minute. I have questions. I am not sure that like people are being more negative than usual just to you. Like, I think there is that energy on the planet right now, and we're all seeing it. So I think some of this that you're experiencing is just the energy on the planet, and it will dissipate over time. I think for you, though, you're more aware of it because you're trying to spot it within yourself. You're trying to spot it within your family. So, of course, you are more aware of it right now. And the thing is, you've got to be careful about not letting it bring you down. You have to stay positive even when those around you are being negative. Not easy, but that's what you need to do. And this too shall pass. But I can tell you it's not about you. It's not anything that you're doing or creating or attracting. I can tell you that. All right. Caroline McLaughlin, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. May I please have cards on my light and darkness? Okay, so the darkness within you is not apparent to me at all. Like, I think by your very nature, Caroline, you are a pretty upbeat, positive person, even on a bad day. Even when you're going through a difficult time, you hold space for what is light. Like, I think that is very, very real. So I'm going to say, for the very most part, Caroline McLaughlin, you are the light. In any room you walk into, you are the light. I think the problem might be that sometimes it gets hard to always be that person. You know, I think that, like, if I had to say anything about this to you, Caro, it would be that sometimes you would like someone else to turn the light on. Sometimes you would like the opportunity to just be in that quiet space. And what happens in a space if you no longer, in a moment or experimentally, don't take that responsibility? Does someone else come in? It's an interesting question to play with. All right. Let's see. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What's the light in my darkness? Let's see. So your darkness is anxiety. Like, we know that. You didn't need the cards, but the cards told you, right? I always see the 8, or often see the 8 of Swords as a card of anxiety. What is the light? The light is love. And I mean, these are for you, Vaishali, but I would call everyone's attention to this, because I think we all have this to some extent or another. What is the darkness? Worry, fear, anxiety. What is the light? Love. Freaking always 100% of the time. Thank you, Vaishali, for asking a great question, because how do we not all love this? We all love this. Tell me we all love this. We all love this. All right. Jenna Perkins, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members only emojis. May I please have a card on how I find the light in the darkness? I love this. You got to fight for it, Jenna. It is a fight sometimes. There is a part of you, and I have this part in me too. So like I can see it and I get it. There is a part of you that is kind of okay with being in the darkness. So you have to actively reach toward the light, actively discipline yourself to positivity and to allowing yourself to be seen. Because the idea is for you, specifically, Jenna, it's not just the light you shine for other people. It's the light that shines on you that allows yourself to be visible. And sometimes you resist that. Hey, Rex over on Twitch. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have a question. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What would you like to know? Make sure you're saying to Vaishali, Anxiety Club members. Man, I think we're all in that club. I swear to goodness. Jenna, that really resonates. Thank you. Okay, over on Twitch for a moment. Suspicious username. May I get a recap? Very happy. I got my dental cleaning, getting braces, my certifications done for medical school. Good for you. This is fabulous, right? I'm doing the things. Doesn't that feel good? When you're just like in the space, checking the boxes and it's working out. And, you know, like going to the dentist is certainly not my favorite thing. So like when you do that, I just did that recently, and you get that done. It's like, good, I'm set for a while. Yay. That feels so good. So suspicious username. You know, here's the thing. 6 of coins or 6 of pentacles. I feel like you are doing all the things, but you have this inherent knowledge that the things you're doing are going to serve you. Like you serve others, you are served. You serve yourself now, that serves you in the future. Your future self thanks you for this. So none of this is happening in a vacuum. Everything has purpose, and everything is leading you to where you want to go in this really beautiful way. Suspicious username says, thanks, I couldn't have done it without the emotional support. Well, we are all super proud of you. That's fabulous, fabulous. All right. So Rex, never had someone read tarot, so I don't know what to ask. Okay. So Rex, today what we're talking about, I'll take it from here. Very good. And thanks for being here. And thanks for letting me do your first reading. I appreciate it. Today we're really talking about the concept of a light in the darkness. And so let's talk about that for you. So Rex, when we look at what is dark within you, I think there are things that have hurt you that you haven't processed, that you don't have closure to. Really going back all the way, to childhood. So for you, there is a whole thing about healing from childhood and healing from the consequences of those difficulties. So that's sort of where the darkness lies. And when we look at what is light, so one thing I think is really true about you, Rex, you have the ability to question everything. You have the ability to turn everything on its head, to look at things from an entirely different perspective. Sometimes maybe you're a provocateur, but sometimes I think you are brilliant in your ability to have a different perspective. you're also really good at being loyal and tenacious to the things that matter to you. So those are the things you really want to lean into. Let me know what you think. Oh, suspicious username. I agree with RSDSS. The Twitch Christmas emotes are next level. Okay. Okay, very good. Very good. Hang on 1 second here. Okay. Okay. Just reading through, trying to make sure I get to everybody. Okay. Von Ray, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. At times, I feel like I'm a light in other people's lives. I know you're a light in mine. I've been told many times that I've inspired people to pursue or do something they were holding off on. Yet I can't seem to find true light. Where is there true light for me without feeling like I have to work 10 times as hard? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so first of all, what does true light look like for you? I mean, for you, honestly, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. You don't need a mansion and $1 billion. For you, that true light that you're looking for is really enough financial ease to not have to worry too much, some recognition for your creativity, and friends and a partner to share all of that with. That's really all you're looking for. And why has that been so elusive? I think it goes back to a childhood thing. And the only way I know, and Barbie says that's what I'm looking for too. The only way I know how to describe this energy I feel from childhood for a lot of people, not just you, Von Ray, is with a dirty joke. So I'm going to tell you all a dirty joke. It's a sexist joke. It's a dirty joke. It's terrible, but it explains my point. The joke is, why can't women do math? The answer is, because men keep telling them that this is 6 inches. Okay, please excuse the anti-feminist, regressive, terrible joke. But the point is, if you grow up in a household where people say, this is kindness, but they're being unkind, where people say, this is what family does, but they're doing horrible things that family should not do, it makes it really freaking hard to find what you really want. So I think the key, and it's not just you, Von Ray, it's anyone who's going through this. It's about deconstructing what you think you want and what you think you're looking for to find what is real. I think that's what it is. Well, I made Mick Shuir and Barbie laugh. I did something there. But Barbie also agrees. So that's kind of what I think it is. Okay. Back over to Twitch for a moment. Rex, thank you. Yeah, I did have a really hard childhood. Sorry, just scrolled on me. Still trying to heal from it. And that's what you must be doing. Like, that is the task. You are on task doing what you need to do. You heal from that, things get really different. RSDSS, do I have the opportunity to be someone's light in the dark? If so, broadly, who? Or should I just not? We ask. Thank you, RSDSS, for being here and for being a subscriber on Twitch. Really appreciate you. Okay, RSDSS, I'm going to give you a really wise-ass, sassy answer, but I mean it. You have the opportunity to be the light in many people's darkness, and you are without even knowing it. But right now, you have the opportunity to be a light in your own darkness. And that's where it needs to start. Light up where you are, who you are, and it all goes from there. Oh, serious Shakir, 10/10 on that show, 10 out of 10. Thank you. I don't know if I want the reputation as the tarot reader who tells dirty jokes, but I mean, it could be worse. All right, let me know what you think about that, RSDSS. Okay. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. I love this question. What steps can I take physically, emotionally, mentally, and, okay, physically said twice, but okay, physically, emotionally, mentally, to more fully express the light that I am? Ah, that's delicious. I love that. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to work this way. Mentally, for you, the intellectual and the emotional seem to have a lot of crossover. So if you can, it would be very, very helpful to get to a place where you can say, okay, I'm responding emotionally. Let me find the intellectual answer and really have that conversation with yourself. And I know you're self-aware enough to do this, to say, okay, is that my emotional response or my intellectual response? Because those of us who are smart, sometimes it gets blurry. So that's going to be one thing, and that's going to keep you lighter and more expressive intellectually, mentally. Emotionally, I feel like it's about not taking on what you can't do anything about, really finding a way. And that may be being prayerful, where I'm upset about all of this, so let me say the prayer or do magic about all of this. And then turn your attention emotionally to where you actually have agency. Physically, we get the world reversed. I feel like you need to make better friends with your body, whether that's about a health issue, whether that's about being comfortable with your appearance, whether that's an age issue, like whatever it is, because there's a lot of reasons we may not be comfortable with our bodies and at any given moment, to be just more comfortable with the skin you're in. I think that would be a really good thing. I think that would help. Okay, melt like butter. Go ahead and let us know your question. Happy to do it. And Rex, a question about light. Does light for me come from another person or something? How can I find it? Here is where I will quote a piece from the Wiccan Read, but the wisdom is everywhere. And this is not just for Rex, but for everyone. If that which you seek you do not find within yourself, you will never find it without. You must find that light inside yourself first. Melt like butter. I just wanted to know if I'm a handsome guy or not. That's silly. But we can play with this because it really has to do with self-esteem. And I think there's probably a 70% chance that you're trolling me, but I'm going to troll you right back and do the reading because, it really is about self-esteem. It's about how you're not trolling. Okay. It's about how you see yourself. And when we look at your own self-perception, like the thing is this, I think you have a really good heart. I think you're creative. I think you're a good problem solver. But when we look at how you physically appear, I think you're not always comfortable with your physical appearance. But I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say a couple things. A, nobody is. I don't mean you. No one's comfortable with you. I mean, none of us are comfortable with our physical appearance. No one is. Like, that's just life, right? But I notice with you, melt like butter. I notice that with you, there may be times that you can see it, that you can see that you got the swagger, that you got the game. You can see that you're presenting well, and other times not. So I think this really goes along with our topic of the light in the darkness, that in magic, we call it glamour, your glamour. You may have even features, you may have a good physique or not. But if you have the right energy, people will find you attractive. And so even this is an inside job. So there it is. Yeah, RSTSS, you're not wrong about that. It's a question a lot of people spend their entire lives wondering. You're right. You're right. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, Melt Like Butter. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Where am I going next? Where am I going? I'm going to Carolina McMahon. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Good morning, everyone. It's been a very, very tough year, as you know. May I have a card on my light and darkness and when things will finally shift? You got it. You got it. So what is darkness for you right now, Carolina? I mean, I hate to say it, but we know where the darkness is, and it's at your address. Like, we know that. We know that. It's not the business life, it's the personal life. Barbie, I will come back to you. So sorry. It's the personal life. So oh, yeah, I skipped many. Okay. Yeah, we're having issues with our multi-chat. I'm going to finish this reading and then I'll go back and pick up the people I skipped. Carolina McMahon, please forgive me. So the darkness is in what you're committed to in this moment, right? There it is. The light comes from you finding solutions to escape it. Like, that's really, really real. And even though you've spent this whole year working on these solutions and it hasn't come forward, the point is you're still doing the right thing. It takes time. It took time to get into this. It's going to take time to get out of it, but you will. And so in terms of timeline, I mean, sooner rather than later, you've already put a lot of time here. But you just have to stay on task and do not, I mean, I know it's discouraging, but do not let discouragement win. That's the important thing. Okay, going back to all the people I skipped. So sorry. All right, here we go. Joyous Ocean, skipped you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. Joyous Ocean. There is a cycle that happens here. Like, for you, light and dark are very cyclical. And that can have to do with seasons, that can have to do with moods. Unfortunately, that can have to do with the moods of the people around you as well. And so for you, what will bring more light is for you to be less susceptible to the up and down cycles, to be aware of them, but to try to surf on the wave rather than be dragged under. There's an image for you. So that's the goal. That's what we're looking at. Okay, Barbie Bird, you are up next, my good friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. All right, I'm going to ask my question from yesterday. Good. Okay, I had a short reading done at Holiday Party on Thursday. I'm curious if you could elaborate on it with additional cards. The cards I had were Temperance, the Devil, and the Three of Wands. And so I want to know what your reader had to say. Okay. And Barbie says, for more context, the reader's overall message was like, girl, you got to go. and was just viewing that Three of Wands like I'm going to move again? Why do they hire such bad readers? Gosh, they should import me. I was also in a room with HR folks, which was ridiculous. They knew I moved back for the job. So yeah, that was fun. Man, I've done a lot of these kinds of gigs. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me interpret your cards. That makes so much sense that we should do this. Good Lord. And Barbie's like, thank you. Okay. Temperance, the Devil, and the Three of Wands. What I would do with Temperance, the Devil, and the Three of Wands for you, with the Three of Wands, I would recognize that broadly you are being successful right now. You are being successful. You are doing what you do. Temperance tells you to be patient. Temperance tells you to be creative. Temperance tells you to work within the structure you have to create what you want to create. And the Devil warns you that this is a long slog. It really is. It takes time to get where you want to go. And so you are not allowed to attach yourself to negative thinking or negative habits while you're in this process. That's where I'm going. What do you think? Barbie says, yes. Okay, good. We are now doing Jennifer Melissa Diaz. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member for a month. Yay. Light and dark. Guidance in this area is appreciated. All right, Jennifer, so great to see you. Thanks for being a new member. So when I look at you today, honestly, I think for you, the darkness can be a feeling that you're not doing enough, or that there is so much left that needs to be done, that you're falling short. I think that is sort of where your darkness comes from, but also what emanates from your darkness. And it really, at the end of the day, I think is this classic sense of not being enough in some way. But then also being angry at yourself for thinking that because you know it's not right. So that can come into a loop, I think. The light. The light is, was, and always shall be love. At the end of the day, this is what is true for all of us. And you have such an abundant supply. You have such a good heart. And anyone who does not see your good heart isn't looking hard enough. Like, you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. If they don't see it, it's because they don't want to see it. But your good heart is here for the whole world to see. Make sure. Thanks for watching out. Yes, I did do Joyous Ocean. Very good. All right. Jeannie, I have not gotten to you yet. And that's interesting. Give me a minute. I have not gotten to you yet, but I see retracted messages. Okay, I see you after Smile Soul 20 saying thank you. So you're getting there. We're getting there. Barbie Bird, I'm definitely giving feedback to the social committee regarding the reader. Yeah, they should just hire you. My gosh. Okay, Serious Shakir, here we go. I was wondering if the new year will bring a bit more positivity in regards to just feeling happier in general. I tend to be the type that focuses on the negative, and I'm trying to change. It's a good work. It's an important work to do. And the fact is, there is literally a lot of negativity, not right around you here, but around you here. I mean, that's real. So I think what it is for you, Sirius Shakir. Okay. And everyone listen up to this because this may be true for a lot of people. For you, this is not about get rid of the darkness, be open to the light. It's about recognizing that the light and the darkness exist in the same space. And that positivity can exist in the face of great difficulty. And so it's not a matter of not looking at or not seeing or not being affected by what is difficult. It's a matter of also finding the space and the energy to actively go look for what is good. And if you do that, this is going to affect you in the most positive way in every single way. Body, mind, spirit, personally, emotionally, financially, family, everything. Do that. Okay. Here we go. Niyata 12, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Will Marcellus show his love toward me soon? Will he let down his guards? He's avoidant. I think there will be a conversation, but my question is, why do you want to work so hard? Like, why would you want to put your attention towards someone who avoids your love? I do think that there is an energy there, but I think you could find someone else more easily, and that may be what you want to do. Okay, let's see. Feedback from Jennifer. Thank you. That was quite touching. Yeah, just reading the cards, ma'am. My great pleasure. Thanks for being here. And Sirius Shakir, wow, that is really something. Great advice. Thank you. Sure. Lumen, good to see you. So this is the newsletter recap. The theme is a light in the darkness, but we'll do whoever. I mean, whatever. Just ask whatever you want. I'm doing anything. Okay, Mixuir, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I've been backsliding on my weight loss journey, and I just find my motivation sliding generally. Would love some cards on this. I'm having trouble caring. Maybe I should just go on Ozempic or stop trying to lose weight entirely. Like maybe it's enough now. I don't know. So, okay, recognizing that this is a medical question, and I'm not your doctor, but let's see what we see. Let's see what we see. All right. Keep doing what you're doing in terms of just trying to lose weight through what diet, exercise, whatever, which you're not really motivated to do. And you're not motivated to do it because there's so much else that is weighing on you. It is not your fault, Michelle, that you are not feeling motivated. So no shade on you. Should you just not care about it right now? Just say whatever. You know, I think there are times that is a positive thing. But I also think for you, that would be too close to you saying, I don't care about myself. I think for you, that's not going to be a good strategy. Should you go on Ozempic or one of those? I mean, I would say talk to your doctor about it and just see. There may be real reasons not to, but talk to your doctor. But what should your relationship with weight loss be right now? That this is an ongoing journey. It is not your failing, but talk to your doctor about options and don't be angry with yourself. And it's holiday time. You're allowed a few treats. How about that? Yeah, make sure. Thanks. I've been beating myself up over it. That, my friend, is the thing you don't want to be doing. This is not your fault. It is not your fault. Okay, Jeannie Mnuchin, here we go. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Love the topic. Yesterday was a beautiful multicultural events with a gathering of activists and artists. You did a good job with that, Jeannie. I am so proud of A light in dark times. How to work on the shadow of self-doubt and criticism which follows a success. In what ways will the light of this project more forward? I am tired and need to re-energize. Any thoughts about recuperating in the road forward? So first of all, this project that you've been spearheading really is a good project, and it reverberates into the community. It is a great thing. It's a feather in your cap, but, energetically much more so for the community, for everybody. What do you need to do internally here to take the win, re-energize, and go forward? I think generally it's hard for you to take a win. And I think part of that is from a performance perspective, we all need to do that critical review. What could I have done better? And I feel like maybe you jump into critical review quicker than you should. And I think you lean harder on critical review than you do on the glow. I think you have to allow the glow, because the glow that comes after something like this is hard for you. This is hard for you, Jeannie. It should feel a lot better than this. I feel like we have to wind back to, it's hard for you to take a win. And what could you do to take a win better? And the answer is talk to yourself. The answer is to talk to yourself as if you were your own partner. If you were your partner, what would you say to yourself after this fabulous thing that you've created? And maybe do an exercise of writing it out. I know that sounds silly, but I feel like, and I don't know why I've not identified this before, and I wonder if you resonate with this, or if I'm just off on a tangent. But I feel like the biggest issue here is you have a hard time letting yourself have the win. And if you have a hard time letting yourself have the win, that's hard to build on. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. All right, over on Facebook, we have Donna DeStefano, who is a member on YouTube. So good to see you. I would like a reading today. Well, certainly, of course. So we're talking about light in the darkness. And I think what really has been a light for you is community. And I think, you're a valued and valuable part of a number of communities. And that is what brings light to you. And in doing that, you and the communities work together to bring light to darkness. Oh, good, Jeannie. I totally resonate with this. Thank you. Good. How did we get so far in our relationship? And I'm feeling bad myself that it's taken me that long just to be able to get that piece together. But now we know we can work on it. All right. We have GM Marcus. So GM Marcus, I saw just this morning, I saw this funny Instagram reel about a dungeon master, and I almost sent it to you. And I'm like, no, I am not going to be that person. But I almost did. Okay. And now I've lost. Okay, here it is. GM Marcus, thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. I've committed to launching my project as a business on January 5. How do things look? Oh, I love this. Okay, tarot people, gather round. GM Marcus is launching their business in January, wants to know how it looks, and we have the Page of Pentacles. I love this. This is a perfect card for launching a business. The important thing is be really big on social media with it. And of course it's going to be hard because these things are never easy and you're always going to feel like you're not doing enough. But this is really good. I feel really good about this. It's awesome. All right. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years and for being a moderator. My older son has been gone for 2 weeks, and given the direct treatment for almost as long, work is better, but I'm struggling with my younger son's virtual school. How can I do? And then I lose it. I don't see the whole question. How can I do the best I can as a, not sure what, but I'm assuming as a mother, as a worker? Like, I think I got the question. I think I got it. Okay, so we got older son who I think it's good. Teresa, silent treatment. Oh, and given the silent treatment for almost as long. Well, we like the silent treatment. I mean, I hate to say this, but this person has been rude when they speak with you. The silent treatment is good. The silent treatment is good. So we appreciate that if they can't say anything nice, they're not saying anything at all. We're happy about that. As a mom going forward, got it. Now, with younger kid and virtual school, and I recognize part of the challenge is the kid is going to school, you're going to work all in the same house. And so you're having to do your work, but also kind of supervise your son. And I feel like your son is feeling the emotional effects of what happened with his brother. And this is coming from that. That's my thought on this. That's what I believe. And so my thought would be to sort of try to help him figure those things out and help him understand why clicking in and doing this is in his best interest. And be patient with it. And here's the other thing I'm going to say, Teresa, and correct me if you don't think this is true, but I feel like for a lot of us, not just for you, but when there's a problem with one of our kids, automatically we're like, I have failed as a mom. The most sacred duty I have in my life, I am failing at this. And I'm just going to say, get away from that. You are not failing at anything. You are winning. You're winning. And I think that's the piece that you need to know here. None of us is a perfect mother, but you're showing up in all the best ways you can. Okay. Very good. Okay. From Miss Star, my name is Rui. This month is very bad in my life. How will next month be? Well, I'm so sorry you're going through a bad time. I feel like it's going to be important for you to figure out what steps you have to take to heal and move forward and who you can enlist for help. But I do feel like there are people here who will be helpful. And so things will improve. All right. Teresa, thank you so much. This helps me more than I can say. I appreciate you. Well, thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Where are we now? And who have I missed? Donna, that's a pretty deck. Yes, it was Ciro Marchetti's second deck. Stola 1986. Okay, I just wanted to know, does God want me to end the relationship with Derek for my higher self? So I do not claim to speak for a higher power. And I don't know that a higher power really is invested in what you do in a relationship. I think the question is, what do you want to do? So is it best to end the relationship with Derek? Or is there something good that's going to come out of this relationship? Great question. So the thing is, I think this is a case of